Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Fluid Art Express. Okay, so today we're going to play with neons. I've got all my neon colors mixed up here. You can see them all. But there was one missing that I didn't have, and it was purple, so I made my own. Just some red and blue. Actually, I used this pink and this blue. Yeah. Red, I don't really have a red because it just looks orange anyway. So anyway, okay, so, and these are these are all pigments. They happen to be all pigments, just about. And they're all mixed with American floetrol. And I also have some cell activators. I mixed one with American floetrol and one with Australian floetrol. So we're going to do some swipes, some paper towel swipes, and we'll just see the difference. And we'll just get this started. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Okay. I made a little bit of a mess doing that, but it worked out okay. So I guess what I'll do is just put these colors down randomly. Yeah, it's just how it's gonna go.
Do you dare to follow me down? Head into the unknown, down the rabbit hole.
All right, now that should carry the paint all the way down, so I don't feel like I need to do that. But I am going to dampen my paper towel only because I don't want it to soak up the cell activator before it gets all the way down the tile. Now, first we're going to try the Australian floetrol. This one's mixed with just white paint and Australian floetrol. Probably 3 to 1, three floetrol, 1 paint. So let's just give that a try. Oh, look at that. That looks really cool. I love it. I wonder if I have any balloons. Ooh, let me check. While that develops, I'll let you sit there and watch it develop. Okay, I don't have any balloons because I think I used my last one and it popped when I tried to blow it up, but but I do have some gloves, so I can do it that way. But let's give this a little spin first and get a little bit of this paint off. Let's see. I think I want it to go that way. So I don't want to set it down right in the middle of all that paint, but okay, so let's just give it a small little. This is the Australian floetrol, so get that mixed up. And we'll give it a little spin. Not much, just a little bit. I just want this edge to come off a little. Okay. So let's get this up. And there you have it. That is with the Australian floetrol. Now we'll try it again. Same thing with American floetrol this time. All right, this time we'll use the American floetrol. What is that? Always some kind of boogers in my stuff. Okay, here we go. Whoa, look at that. Okay, what I did forget to mention is that with the American floetrol, I added, my Amsterdam white, titanium white with American floetrol. But since I did my colors the same way, it was the same thickness. So I added like 20 drops of water to my cell activator. And this is how it came out. Look at that. Now it's going to take probably a few minutes to develop. We can hit it with a little heat. That might help. Pop some bubbles anyway. But look at the difference. I mean, you do not need Australian floetrol for everything, especially this. Like, I like the way this came out much better than this one. I mean, look at the difference. Can you see that side by side? I'll give you the side by side later. But, yeah. Crazy. Crazy cool. I like the American floetrol better. Now, this will develop. You see how it's developing. We may have to give it a little spin, which actually I probably don't have to. It'd probably be fine just to dry like this because it is American floetrol and it's more forgiving. But we will give it a little spin up here so everything goes that way. Ooh, messy today, messy today. Look how that orange took over the cell activator. That looks so cool. And hopefully this will continue. Let me just give it a little bit more. All right, look at that. That's amazing. That looks beautiful. I like it way better. than with the Australian floetrol. This is just American floetrol paint and a little water in the cell activator. I didn't add any water in the colors. They leave about a 2-second trace, so the cell activator had to be a little thinner. And this is what you get. So you do not need fancy schmancy. I think a gallon of floetrol on Amazon is like right around 18 bucks, 17.98 if I remember correctly. And Australian floetrol for just a small one is 60 bucks. So, you know, you do the math. It's a lot cheaper to use American floetrol. Now, if you're going to do bloom, like, you kind of just have to have Australian floetrol. Let's do another one. Let's do another one and layer the colors differently. Should I try it with no base this time? I don't know. I think I need the base. I really do. I think the base is necessary so your paints won't get so thin that it just... What we got? Oh, we got stuff stuck to the bottom here. We got condensation. All right. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's just getting painted anyway, right? So, okay, again, American floetrol. Okay, again, we'll let that develop a little bit. See, you don't need silicone oil. You don't need any of that stuff. I could use some silicone oil, I guess, and see how that comes out. But I just like the way this is looking. And these are developing over here, too. The cells are getting bigger and bigger. I think because I spun it out, maybe I'll try not spinning this one. And we'll see how it develops. But anyway, I'm going to probably... Should I do one more with the Australian floetrol and see if we can't get it to do the right thing? All right. While we're waiting for that one to develop, we'll just do it. Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, ready for number 2 with the Australian floetrol. Okay, here we go. Use a little more this time. Trick is to pull slowly. Doesn't seem to spread across the colors as well as the American floetrol. It's developing a little better this time, it looks like. But like the last one, I'm not going to spin this one. I'm just going to let it develop and do its thing, and then we'll see how it turns out. I need to clean my sticks again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let that one develop a little bit more. And then I'll bring it. That one looks really cool the way I layered the colors. I like that. Let's hit it with a little heat and see what happens. See if it makes a difference. Pop some bubbles, that's about it. Okay. Make sure the corners are good. All right, so we'll let that develop for a few minutes, and then I'll bring you guys down for a close-up. We'll do the comparison. Spinning, no spinning, American, and Australian. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, close-up time. Here's the first one we did with American floetrol. It developed very nicely. We got all kinds of goodies. The orange took over the cell activator. All right, and here's the second one we did with American floetrol. I rearranged the layering of the colors. It looks really cool. It looks like the purple took over the cell activator a little bit, which I'm not mad at. Okay, and here's the first one we did with Australian floetrol. The cells are smaller. It's just different. All right, and here's the second one we did with Australian floetrol. The colors are amazing. I just love neons. I mean, who doesn't love neons? Okay, and let me see if I can show you the neon. It's kind of light in here. Come on, there we go. Okay. If it was dark in here, they would really show up. Can't get too close or it makes the camera funny. With the black light, without the black light. With. Without. Okay, I may go ahead and let these dry. If I have time and give you dry results. But I'll let you know. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so I'm not going to say bye-bye because it might not be bye-bye. We'll just have to wait and see.